probably a 80% homeless population that's black that you ain't attending to. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. Hit me.
Savage Media.
Music TV.
Oh, yiggity, and we're biggity, and it's the Keep It P podcast. The city and state officials are looking for to get the migrants off the streets, out of shelters more quickly, but advocates say new restrictions will only make things harder. And they should. Do you hear what they talking about more quickly? I need that same energy on them checks y'all supposed to be cutting. That's the energy I'm talking about. We got to
What
do this.
y'all gonna do with all the crime that's happening?
They don't even care about the crime. They like whatever. Hey, we just need them to take over these niggas. So y'all do whatever y'all need to do. We got your back. We're not gonna lock you up. We're not gonna deport you. You know what I'm saying? Just do all the crimes that you want to do. As long as when you guys vote, make sure you vote Democrat. And they're not.
And they never.
No, they're not. It says the Chicago's brutal winter looms. City, state officials are scrambling to find
Hold on,
shelter.
fam.
What?
Brutal, cut just right away. It's we gotta curry some caring, some favor for you. So right away, the winners are brutal.
I'm wondering if they explaining the winners like that about the homeless people when they talk about that. I'd like to find a homeless article and see if they've referenced the weather as brutal. It
Right.
says city and state officials are scrambling to find a shelter for more than 2,000 migrants now living in airports, police stations, and on city streets, plus long-term housing for thousands more already crammed into overcrowded shelters.
The airport though. Oh,
Man,
y'all was giving them plane tickets. I forgot about that. I forgot that you could get a
and they just
plane
stand at the
ticket
airport,
wherever.
fam. They just stand there. They
Yeah, but
just
how'd you
stand.
get there? They
Uh,
bust you there. You got a token that you rode your
no,
scooter
no,
there.
you was no, no, no. They got you a plane ticket, and they didn't
Boom,
have a shelter to bus you off to, so you end up just staying at
boom.
the airport.
That's
It
what happened.
says, but advocates question whether newly announced measures from state and city officials intended to help migrants settle more quickly into the city will work as planned or contribute to the worsening of a humanitarian crisis spurred by busying of thousands of people to the city, busing thousands of people to the city of Texas.
You know what's funny? How it's not a humanitarian crisis when black people are homeless, or perhaps maybe even if anti-black racism cut the check. I mean, that's
No,
not a
no,
crisis.
no, no. We give you neither nothing. It says, but advocates question whether newly announced measures from the state and city officials intend to help migrants settle more quickly into the city. It says, so much is riding on Chicago winter, and we can't afford any more in our beautiful city to freeze because we didn't figure this out. To die because we didn't figure this out, said Karina Alea Boya, the CEO and president of Insolution del Progreso Latino, which is involved in the case management and other programs for migrants.
And I'm
So
sure it's a 503c getting all type of government monies.
of course, it's a 501c3. But I'm just saying, look how the money comes and it's just unlimited. It's flowing. Hey, we don't got enough. We need some more. We need y'all to kick in, dig in your heels for these guys. They're migrants. They're illegal immigrants. They're not
Give me
citizens,
some
but
more.
we need them.
Give me some more.
But we need them out.
Busta Rhymes is the alleged spokesperson, and the theme song is "Give me some more, give me some
Right,
more, give me
right.
some more, give me some
Mhm.
more."
As of Monday morning, there were 12,251 migrants living in 26 active city run shelters, and another 2,175 waiting in O'Hara and Midway airports, as well as inside and outside police stations for placement. Man, that's 15,000 people that y'all is just falling all over yourself to help, that y'all don't know who they are. Y'all don't know if they Mexican Serranos, Mexican drug cartels. You don't know if they Kaiser Sose's boys or nothing.
Well, since they want to bring up numbers, you keep saying that the black population only represents 13% of the general population. Yet, we account for 37% of the people experiencing homelessness, and we are 49% of homeless with children. That is for the black people in America.
Damn. Uh, damn, you just hit him with some numbers. All right. So it says, according to the city, more than 21,700 asylum seekers, no, illegal immigrants, have arrived since August 2022. And the Texas government, Greg Abbott migrated bus program reached Chicago. So Texas and Chicago was working hand in hand, and with New York, because they was busing them up to New York too.
Come on now. He,
It
he
says
was
the influx.
he gave them all the money. Remember, he was paying private homeowners. They were staying in luxury five star hotels. No more La Quintas. We done
Hey, getting
moving
all.
on up.
Hey, they was getting all the Walmart and pizza gift cards,
Come on
and
now.
all the CVS gift cards for personal items and all that. It says the influx put a strain on Chicago's network of social services. There have not been enough shelter beds for everyone in need, and the process of moving people from temporary shelters to permanent, independent housing, and being painfully slow. Advocates say it's all about how you triage an ecosystem that is already in crisis. Well, why is it already in crisis? Maybe perhaps you ain't dealt with the citizens that are there that are in need, that actually pay taxes and that kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Uh,
It's the
why is over 600,000 Black Americans alone have visited shelters this year? Huh?
600,000,
600,000 Black Americans already this year have visited a shelter.
but you don't hear about no program for them. Ain't no program for them.
Hmm.
Ain't one. It said the process of finding a home in particular has been very difficult for 35-year-old Johan Martinez Hernandez. He made that up.
For real, when he got here.
He made that up. Martinez Hernandez, who is a search for an apartment in Chicago for 3 months while staying at a shelter with about 600 other migrants. He, like thousands of others, was bused to the city and has to struggle to find his footing. Y'all ain't struggling to find shit. Y'all getting government checks. Y'all got a debit card right now with funds on it, and a link card with food stamps on it right now.
And right now, Black Americans are the largest homeless population in America.
Is that so? Okay.
Hmm.
Is that so? It goes on to say, I really hope they rent to me, Hernandez Martinez said, who traveled to the U.S. seeking asylum from Venezuela. So, you, fam, have you ever heard about what it takes to get up here from down there?
I have.
Do you know they got to actually walk through? I'm talking about hundreds of miles through jungle.
Yeah, a stupid jungle. It's like a forbidden jungle. It's like a just one of the jungles is like 60 miles, and like over half the people don't make it, and you know that.
They got to
But
walk
yet you're still rolling the roll of dice to leave where you're at instead of putting that energy into being successful
where
where
you
you
at.
at.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Straight up though, like I've seen a documentary where they got to walk hundreds of miles. They got to hop trains. They got to. go through the desert. Like they do it all just to get here. And they could, like you said, they could have kept that same energy and got it together at the crib, son.
Period.
They got more pictures trying to make you feel real bad and blah blah blah. Boy, this is a long splaining, or they want to explain it all to you in this one, buddy. You have to know every ins and outs about people that ain't supposed to be here. That's what you got to do. It says
That's crazy. And
we have
Lee,
to make
we
sure.
have over 200,000 black people who live on the streets
Mm,
currently.
and y'all over here clamoring over 2,500 illegals.
Wow.
It says we have to make sure we're not tossing out all the good that has been invested in that individual, in that family. That will be lost if we're just hitting the ground and adding them to, unhoused. If we're just hitting the ground and adding to the unhoused. She also said investing from the city, state, and federal government should follow the migrants beyond housing to work authorization, to work development, work opportunities, so that they can sustain themselves. Man,
But what's so funny
this
is
shit.
that if you invested in black Americans, the numbers show that the economy would be way better if you just invested in the civilians and citizens you already have. Black people.
And that number, just I'm glad you brought that up. That number is billions. They're losing billions
Would it
in the
be?
economy because they refuse to put black people on like they're supposed to.
Would it be?
You cannot pull the carpet from up under them once they have a job, she said.
No, you didn't.
Oh my God.
No, you didn't. You can't pull the chalupa from up underneath them. No, you can't.
Of course you can. They do it to us all the time.
All Z time. You don't want to play ball, Negro?
Last hired, first
Off
fired,
with your head.
all the time.
Come on, what you say? What you say?
Last
Say it
hired,
again.
first fired.
Boom.
It says you have to continue to invest in them case management and support services that they're going to help stay employed, and then continue to pay their rent and not turn over and join the oh my, wow.
You don't say.
Just give them everything. Just give them everything, man.
Period.
Y'all might as well just give them $100,000 check. 100, is that like reparations?
Uh, uh, for nothing?
Mm, mm, mm.
You mean reparations for nothing? You know, reparations is, like you said the other day, broke it down. It's to
To
repair.
make whole. Yeah.
To what are you making whole? The migrants. They came over illegally. What are you making whole? Making them whole would be sending them back.
Right. Going to get it together. Last but not least, it says Oscar Perniguez Sanchez hopes to soon be among them. Hold on, let me go back. I got to read this. Donna Mateo believes another aspect of the state's plan submitting 11,000 applications for work authorization and temporary protected status by February. Boy, they moving fast.
Ain't they?
That'll also improve this migrant crisis. Will it? Man, it's cold outside, y'all. Y'all gotta move real fast, man. Them migrants, they outside, man. They came up here and they just living outside. They ain't got no job skills. They can't talk English. They can't do. We got to give them everything, y'all. We got to give it all to
Man,
them now.
you better give them some free vouchers for Taco John's for Taco Tuesday or Chipotle or something.
Man, it says Oscar soon to be one among them after living for about a year in a shelter with more than 150 other migrants. He recently moved to
For
his
free.
own apartment. It's a huge relief because it's difficult to stay in shelters for so long, he said in Spanish. But
For free.
then this nigga speaks Spanish, don't even speak English at all, cuz, and got a spot.
Could I go to your country and do that?
No, no.
Hmm.
He said he's grateful to have somewhere to sleep and to lay our heads. He is in the process of applying for work permit, which he hopes will put him on track to becoming financially independent. Well, God, I be this is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a slap. This ain't even a slap in the face. This is a baseball bat to the head.
A kick in the nards.
A broken rib, collarbone, and other various parts of your body. That's what this is, man. It just this is painful, man. You know, hey man, listen, listen, black people. Let me tell y'all something. Because if I thought it, maybe y'all thinking it too. Hold your head, right? Um, I often question what's the reason why. There doesn't seem to be an answer to the reason why, but you know what the solution is? Keep going.
Period.
Never stop. We already know what it is. We see what it is. Some of us don't see. Well, now everybody know what it is, but y'all like your little distractions to keep you distracted.
Period.
But
Period.
yeah, you like your distractions, but that's the problem. That's why we in this situation because us collectively as a group ain't stood against this crap.
He ain't distracted at that shelter. He very focused on getting his check, his free monies, and he
Hmm.
jumps through every hoop without speaking a language and follows every single solitary thing white mommy and zaddy tells him to get the check. And then when they get the check, you know what they do? Whatever they want to do. They don't vote for who told them to vote for. They just do whatever they want to, and they flex their cilantro lime rights on everyone.
And he got a point there. And then I got a point too. I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm gonna hold you for just coach you about being on code. I need you to get in that comment section and let me know how do you feel about these people getting what your people supposed to get. I need you to like, subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your vomit, share if you care about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do it on the platforms we own, Jones. And before I bring it on home, uh, all yiggity. And listen, come here, come close. Let me tell you something. If y'all listening to this right now on Spotify, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube. Catch us live Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're watching this on YouTube or any other platform, you getting this late because it's already been dropped on Spotify. So you need to go and subscribe to the Spotify. And if you want real strong down black empowerment, we got another side called Keep It P Raw. And you can hit us up on Patreon. So we got stuff going on. I don't want to hear like you can't get up with us, cuz that's just that. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the door, for sure. Already.